chairman de ma the Pentecost Church. You be kind letter this is here na yam wetimi hu the indication any baby a san komono efri a eba na yam wetimi atiase. Kwa me hu letter no ma men kind na Pentecost sorry no.
Kessben.
Ose.
Susuka.
Mendio.
Bese ma sorry yes Susuka.
Na wa sorry na Susuka no na se maka de.
Susuka. Na we a part church internal letter mo wa say to me about.
Do you have abondio?
Mo because ya dey sorry no tie.
Economy ni economy.
And I say no aside the economy no kura no. Say my quota no want to me meet tight. Be a presiding elder and I be a
Kabrade ma menke
pastor. I sorry no say tie.
And your content no we are no
about
it was written on the it was written on the 1st of August. Now very interesting. The area head, the Church of Pentecost, downtown of Anko, dear sir, tithe and offering performance January to June 2022. Warm Christian greetings. According to the tithe and offering analysis from the finance department at the headquarters, it emerged that downtown of Anko area for the first half of the year, January to June 2022, was unable to meet its budget. The budget for the first half was 3,188,529. However, the area recorded 2,780,537 with a variance of 407,992, representing some 12.8%. We are aware of the global effects of the war in Ukraine. Last one, but you are to screen so it's already over Facebook and what's already the Omoka? Excuse no, no. Also, we are aware of the global effects of the war in Ukraine.
Kessben 92.9. The Maakye.
Oh, no. We are aware of the global effect of the war in Ukraine and the hardship that COVID-19 still imposes on our members. But the above notwithstanding, let us continue to work hard at achieving our annual budget as we also pray with you. And may the good Lord be with you. Yours faithfully, Apostle Eric Nyamiche, Chairman.
Kwame.
Yeah, you see, but all the so won't bear with TV now, bra Facebook and so na bra statement. I don't know, so what with there, but who yeah, Kessben yeah, they are to your Facebook page, and to your brother behe. Now the last paragraph of the letter, no, quite interesting, very very interesting. And yes, a ministry, and yes, a media group, but I don't pay. Quite serious to me, sir. Churches, no, as the best to say, we blame Ukraine and Russia war. I don't get it. COVID-19 there quite reasonable because COVID-19 no sorry no you to move for a very long time, okay? And every cry you be you know sorry manage yes one more bad sorry obi all the areas here na and only understandable. But the question of Ukraine and Russia war I do not know the impact I one and sorry no. I don't know concern no camera. In totality, in Canada, and there is a deficit of 407,992 Ghana cedis. What share one more target of budget one more year compared to the revenue one more generate here. And in sorry no will see camera. And sorry no say a sorry area back okay. A target 3,188,529. Okay. One more target no 3,188,529 as a budget target one more revenue generation for the first half of the year and yet the entire year first half of the year I feel now from January to June sika wo mutumi raise em ye 2,780,537. Okay, and a deficit of 407,992. Wamani mo ye de but ensori no wosika. Then it tells you clearly so say you case wamani mo ye de a affecting crofo wo mo correction wo mo to sorry. Tighter wo mo be wo mo nyi. No one does see obi ancha de okruma. Say nyame ampata pa na kwabra adope ya wotie ho kire wo pa obi ankomwa obi ancha hwe. So obi ancha de because omani mo ye de but sorry no was sika say so da hono ma e de nti omo man. Kwabra na me dwen wa me nti ase. Where yes Master Kwabena where Pentecost there Methodist there my SDA for there my Roman for my Presby my obi ni mu ne adakwa yi adomo de nyina akwa my obofo mo wo mo dia wo mo gina wotwe bia wo mo gini nyina my na so no wasika sei ana etia na ekwa ayem wo mo ntua taxes nso mo ntua Master Kwabena
enra me hu letter no e wo social media no ma sorry they didn't kai but at a point me reho kakra
ye nyina ya sorry
we live in a country where the people are willing to pay their collections and tithe
more than taxes
but omon person betu ato ba mi wa ohia kwan a ana ohia nsuo ana ohia nkane ade a onkwa asori mpani fo obekwa aban ho isi kwa me do ba bia ho ye nyina ye nyamsomfo ye bompa ye ginyankopon di but I think say ye
all question now will be say no ye tight manyame a nyame hira yen nyame amaye kwatenti nyame amaye hoode afemu ni nyina no ewade adom ye wote ase ye tuato na nkrofo di mpata no pam tia ya e ma ne respect ye tuato no ye tua wo kro ma nyina ye tuato na nkrofo di
kwa na sade wasi akase nyame hira ye ene China phobia mun tight o ma ye China ene hira no se bi se nyame bio because that the person who says Nyakupo Srai any asset we mo Ghana hande any be economy trade any insano say
individuals aye
insano say asahwe bi
o man ho kire by individuals we krumpa o mo aye
Kwame, I'm not talking about say yetua yeto collection ma sorry and yetua tight me ye de but me point in say sorry the balance asafu yi etwere okay any dia orientation religion dia wuraye mu Kwame me lecture bi o University of Cape Coast me monitoring at one of the beginning lectures na on my preamble we was say Africa we are religiously drunk Kwame do ba say nyamsoma bo ye sensa nyamsoma ma ya dwene no aye bibia ho ya sum nyame am ditum but Kwame we here is a country obama wate sika kwayo oba ho ade okay ama nkofo betranse didi I spend almost about 500 million 200 million and even 10,000 Ghana cedis and even 5,000 Ghana cedis oba ho no ne yire wakosra busua no oba ne bu ni sofo chase ani kunu na wakobo no ka no. This is the country we live in. This is the country who betimi aka kire o yire say menkwa ha ade beto be ko no ofri ho ba but osofo ka kire ne say onna ha ma de antia obekọ no no ada Kwame, it's about time we think as a country na your orientation no ye hwe ne kakra because amomdi nyamso mba Israel UK US of A nomni ade no Kwame na no na ye ka Ghana law school asemeka asebi was as a Ghana ye suni ye ban ne bibia be ye befa no unse de hu se de ye de ne ko se mra no ye befa de ode mra ne ba ye ne kura ma obi Kwame ni sua de be lawyer ba ye nkwa de no na obi de ase ne moto se nyamsom na beba de odi nyamsom ba ye no e ma nyamsom no ye flexible e ma se bi mobro wa ne ahinyafo but ye de no Kwame ne ya ma ne memu aye bare I mean sometimes me do one me tiase Kwame issue sorry raising metimi am practical examples bebre Church of Pentecost sorry me am sorry there have been a lot of presiding elders went to me and meet ukota de be ma wa ye transfer Edu baby Kwame, me say ma sorry. So I know what I'm saying. There have been a lot of presiding elders ya makota se bia half no so utiminya 10,000 Ghana cedis. Now ko na 5,000 Ghana cedis e bi ko transfer. Kwame mama example Sokoban Krofrom. Kumase Sokoban Krofrom. Now me a member finance committee of the church. There was a problem. Your presiding elder, a friend of the Wuli, Kwame Tiasemi yo. The man was so good, a bumpy ball, preaching, normally at the day, Obia Penasem. I don't see I don't know, Pebby, I could do a sorry why I say, Pastor say when to me, I'm meeting a target to be said the pastor on call retirement into a transfer in every hole. Kwame, and I sorry, man, sorry, Gina, I say, woman pray Emma Elder and court transfer. So I say, easy Gabaka, what do you breaking news? Oh, Kessben. Sorry, man, sorry, say, woman pray Emma Elder and court transfer because say, a young Juma. A Benjamin Salmon Paiboa, and Paiboa, a vetimidia round. Elder no na ye who say, what boy am I to me? But the pastor was also thinking about, say, we me a meeting a target. Into one to me a meeting to uncle transfer. Into a sword in a cook robe, a friend, a passo, and I saw the man cast here and Penquame. That day a block was sorry no. Then to me, I now so we also go back from Bia, a higher district, a enemy making. Later than penny for them, but still, almost transfer that will live free her. If you are not going to transfer fee honor, the call baby for. I'm saying this today because you do baby, and I'm saying orientation about religion. No, me can't cheer sorry be but it's about time I'll see her Kwame. And now sorry, a part of problem I won't say Ghana.
I sorry better a problem.
The church is part of the problems we have in this country.
Church tonight all day.
Because Kwame, as a woman, Rebellion, could be Sikaso, and then I'm summoning church and Kwame a free hop. Okay, they think about tithe, offering, why. Kwame Yesu buy Madaromo. Nyamesem ya yenya Christopher unti Jesus Christ in the dinnet. Nyamesem ya bebuam yakọ ahememu ya na Kwame odetete yen. Meboa. But na de baby e di nyamesom na ekuro no. Eya yese scheme agenda bi ye de abewuram aside nyame adwuma nankasa ena kofo bi di pesika. Because Kwame say church corruption. Yeah, a politicians there. But Kwame say church corruption. Eda odi machine beto ho. See nwura sorry. Now be a phone na atum. Ebi ampaniform period. But ye beka say ye hwe ketase ne proye asori pani ono so for chesika di antokwasi emekuo pani asori sika akodi ne ho a wan fama so for yire ya akobo asori besi a wontu aye Kwame ye ka say ye kan ne da ne de ne krom ha de ne de besi be nyasi. Edi Kwame me de ba besi say I'm happy say asori ajatum say Russia, Ukraine, any COVID-19 no aka ho bia ma ho kira.
And everybody saying
Kwame den tia aba ne say obi a onim wiase bia nim say ye obi a friend global trade chain. Global trade chain ase ne say e wiase amama nyina no akwate say wado kwaye. Se obu onyina ekobo sapele so.
Alright, so I'm in Kwame Sobra. Mamene elder set atefua enim kombo. Odo ewa Apostolic Church Ghana. Na adope me no enim kombo. And ultimate card I'm also being called adope.
Me tell Mr. Speaker, also as in being count.
Na empomo boko the new adobe as boko.
But be anyhow.
Okay. But what new adobe as branch bay?
No, the Apostolic Ghana.
Okay. And you know, minim we are presiding elder.
I'm a presiding pa.
Okay. Afi mo target mo de ma mo ho no afi da sase ne na ya he na at the end of the first half of the year 2022 I hear na mo anya so far.
Yo, me da say Mr. Speaker. The woman said wo yen siseye
Kessben.
E wo osumnumu no. There are certain informations not any supposed to say about out in the first place. As far as finance is concerned to the public, very confidential.
Okay.
Not necessarily say you did be or mine, but it is within the institution sorry, Ankasa. Now the person can say nipa na wo asafo nimu no
yeah
good one where ye juma aban etiwomo tax
okay
but otie
metie pa
fine enti the matter where say asafo ensa metua etuo ne de and no is neither here nor there because most of the people in the various churches no the brinwa ye juma aban etiwomo ska enu firi ho no mo a hello.
But I'm pa
aha and if you want more a far Ukraine no Russia any COVID-19 no Yes, indeed. And adverse effect members, and that's the entire nation, the entire human race. That's yes, see what suffering. And you may be a kind of human. I come from. And this a sorry be a samba bonte say, one more target TV. Indeed, we have to get a budget to run the church. And young one say a particular area, a target is on about 3 million. Not so many 2 million. Look at the moi, a sorry to say Pentecost, at the bois of my. Now let me get back to our leaders in the country. What you mesika kwakodini ho, enya ankwankresika ne kodini ho.
Ada, my young issues one after the other. And son walk over you media so. Now, what can be very clear? First of and sorry mano a year juma buy a 2 or more taxi dada. Ye dim say asofo ni bebre wo krom ha munya adwuma. Asofo ni bebre e sorry no and ehwe wo mo. Now the question again so ebeye say and sorry mana a year adwuma no. Nanka ye dim say in sorry no your charity organization more registered businesses sorry no registrar general mo kan che say mo de be business in the first place. Sorry no better thing crofo be grooming crofo morally na yetimi abringi obi ano upright ye wi a ye be make sure say kakra be fura sorry ni mu aba no ye de be boa society. Now what we have realized as a country is say sorry na ba better than business asofo to Bugatti to cars at kese demonstrate kire sorry ma say mo nto bo amode ba no and ye di yeye. And how do you respond to this? The individual charismatic churches are abases ya womo see schools, womo ntunsuo, womo nya kwan. Collections no yetua de mamwa mo de kohe. Mo de boa hwan.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, me na say. What make it specific sector of the church as it's been built by Jesus Christ? Now, and say, those individual churches, there could have been a regulatory body because Uba young Pentecostal churches, any Orthodox churches, a well-defined organization. Yen sisia by a can be asked. But the other individual churches, the so-called one-man churches, you not benefit beyond few more. But a core individual pocket, at the end of the day, she found that women said now there is a great confusion about that particular church. Now, Mr. Speaker, the substantive issue is that yea, as a body, say a Pentecostal church, say a Orthodox churches, let us look at the contributions we are making. And some of us say yes, so for be that kind, now you are sorry no, and the Yamano. I would be in the Juma. Yeah, as a full and so. Those people, when we need Juma.
Yes, but if you are talking about regulation, that's sorry be a new chroma. You're regulating. All we know is that, and sorry now you're well established, and one corporate governance system. I'm with the Juma, more sorry constitution. For instance, Apostolic, Methodist, Pentecost, and no is regulated by itself through the church constitution. And but as a country, we do not have a regulatory institution. You're creating under the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. So one regulating. Sorry, I'm looking at regulations. In a country like Rwanda, sorry. Now in Rwanda, we are software na unkra first degree. Ma won software. Wuntimi nye software Rwanda.
It is coming, Eba.
We are sorry. Na wuntua tight. We need tax identification number. You can run. We are software. We need corporate governance system. The successive plan and succession. I will bet me enya to ho for the church. Na enkoba say wo disikane keke ana eba be yo hu ya. You cannot have an establishment like a church in Rwanda. Mu disikana na mu disikano akobi account e wa broche, then the country will be suffering.
Yo, Mr. Speaker, look, come to the Apostolic Church. And then you were young tight identification numbers. We are coming to that sector. Yes, kakran. So there is a need for us to have a regulatory body for our churches in this country. What you have here? Yeah. Every member of the Apostolic Church has a tight identification number. What you have here? And the obedient family some more Sikabi Muse, me presiding the NTB. No, from our local level right down to the national general headquarters, there has been a regulatory body checking every title that is paid, every offering that is paid, every to what change you might be a daddy. Means Pentecost for the same time. So we a regulatory body, regulating a system, at the country will not be cheated. People are enjoying. People are amassing wealth for themselves with the name of Christ. Which is abandoning or money Russia.
Ana ba chawo temenka ye bekwa no so gina homa no so kakra ma me na meni wonua osofo inokwaku achiampo eni nkomo wono no from the charismatic side no na ye ne ono nso eni nkomo osofo idokotemenka nyame asomdwe nka mpacho bo waso ni di maye.
Okay, asumyen ka Mr. Speaker.
But what's ni di e den?
Shelter of Grace Prayer Ministries.
Shelter of Grace Prayer Ministries.
Yeah.
Okay. Eti mpacho afi no wo ba be wura no osofo a wa nkasa wo ye content kro. Wate wasori. Sorry members no eba no. Budget ahe na wo ye afi. We have done almost half of the year. Ahe na watimi reach so far.
Mr. Speaker, better was na mada chief for the response na yeshi yebesha financial na your project is here ni so say yenye.
Okay,
both for the church and then individual members as well. Now so no you have to make plans.
As of when need the kwans so be TV and radio atwe ho kakra mai na yiti.
My muting the crowd completely.
Okay, meet you.
This who was our plans now? I was also kind of so execute our plans no. Abra untitia asorema and na say members in the banu e fa wo de so kwan bi so.
Okay.
You sorry baby yeah my target edema members groups in the various churches say mun contribute kasi na finish so ya san about for there e dey asoso those things are there. But a no yeah share members in a bar sorry no e mu do saying e dey yi tuma the mu do saying and no mutimi video mo even at the end of the day. Now mama making a certain correction being Elder Kasim, there is nothing like one man church. Apostolic was established by one person, but as it was growing, a certain embodiment. Star annotation in Omana Omadi Bible, we need to correct all these impressions. You command sorry targets. They say, certain to me, transfer for zone through one month. Yeah, Mr. Speaker, there were a lot of projects that should be a person carry out. But so why not careful? No one you only may be reassured. Now, why sorry, because I question customer will need actually. The woman said, no my cost was so be a realistic. Now, so no one winning and I want to make a credit now. One junior members and also one. Won't be fair to Mako.
As of me concern, Pani, sir.
Okay.
After winning no 12 months in the year. I think said 3 quarter beer, and at the end of every quarter beer, no more for you. Special harvest, any the Kika, one more harvest, the Kika Kahuna, no more title, no any collection, and I offer Trinity and only a regular basis, because here the beer no eba. Now, individuals are more Kasamunya, a very good corporate governance structure. More deregulatory asori no, some of them cry no any asori constitution. Wamudi bu asori na wamudi bu asori ne hobra. San ye me nyina no at the end of the fiscal year, ye end the year na musika ni nyina na ya ekɔ he. Se mo amfansi asori dan ya sika na ya mo de ye den.
Okay, but as Mr. Speaker, the fact and the truth of the matter is that say ye bar for the ye tight and collections every systems sene rani biana enya asori ni nyina any constitution and then actually in this council. No, Senipe be out person or establishing who ya. I was sending maybe one what did you two na quanso. Send me a beya, sebi any tea about him. Sebi master madam ratio of grace no. Young point sorry, Emma main call sebi financial secretary one. I'm going to say on physical when you for the day and mammy. The point on Moka Cartoon BBA, all they have to do is to inform me so be a pascal say, and then a buy. Then they will take it up. Normally they call you or somebody call, or some local bank, on the call bank. Your system, we have put systems in place. Yeah, yes, you say, you mean yes, you can be near the poor. Your members are sorry.
Yes, and I don't have a concern. No, Mobuano, in which contest? Because I saw money be brenano, here. I saw money be brenano in Yajuma. I saw my be brenano be hokra whopping 500 cities. Eddie, I get ready at Toby, I saw for no emwa. We have pastors on records. One more catcher, sorry, Masse. Mua motiti hanoma ye kana mu ye dede no me bakra no a woye me yem bana wono no wonya 10 years no sika dan account mu kra chen mwakatua. If a pastor is telling the congregation this particular statement, knowing very well say sika na wono no make claims of no every sa members here ho ana eba, what indication ana mo pesa mo de maye
sika na da say no kwani so ni pedi bi wono ma 7 Nyansa any nimidie on ye boa eme wabra boyedi ewie pay the man na sabi u se asore ba no buy no or this can buy so wuchine ni ekasansi mu se chere na o chema be fa no watu na chese we mu asore ba no wan ka so wunnim dia awe na wunnim dia o pesa wo hye ne ku wie de man because speaker me try po asore one day na metena se o you will get members coming to you. Yeah, the person from the catcher and young pie here. Oh, yeah, not that supporting them. Because just about 2 weeks ago, my parents and my tenants happened, Nipper to buy. Nipper on buy and back home, and now it's the time I rent house you too. Okay, I'm a friend, financial secretary, my friend, and I can't go Mumra. Sister, you cash and being to moon or moon income, no moon place can go check a man. If some of the most gas that account, when they mention someone could check out for man, then another person came who yes got just about 800 to 500 cities or the quantitative business. No guys, the money is coming on Fanco. You know what? So one man nipa a drum way sharing way yawa when you make wasi.
But who agrees as a brass one? I saw the mutual taxes about buying. And now a February crano say your mining development every year no finance minister your budget and sorry no yentwa kwan ne mamo na mo so mo fa grades so na mo nyibi say yensu am provide bi because baby o mine dure nyina ye som ye nyina ye timi apemako ida say mo betu ya taxes no and now mo be take a chunk of our developmental project say ye who agrees are buying the modalities no to akwan mo say and sorry no so support in this effect mo be okay with it.
Mr. Speaker, basically, most of the members, direct or indirectly, will move your taxes. Yeah, and no, from individual basis. Now, say, you can say, the taxes in the air bar, sir, now. We have to find a very good way of dealing with that. Senior Beya, and say, there is a certain kind of oppression or suppression along the line.
Okay.
Mimi Chidi said I was seeing taxes one way or the other. Two individuals need here, but say me who sorry be bra almost socio economic responsibility or more participating. It is working for them. Some be more or more a crime. It be more see prisons near hospitals and the various places. It's very very necessary.
Okay.
But Senka, it's me a putting my system to be in place. I'm a senior mano. I redirect it. And Kebamasa, Nipper, a software Nipia Sabi, Omono, Eddie, Omono, Yinibino. A bit to me, I correct some of these errors.
Okay, all right. Hello, my member, Edas, the Voltaman can. Okay, I saw no more ready some mobile to attack some by.
Dear woman, say, Mr. Speaker. Yeah, see a bit to attack some by seeing to attack some by COVID-19 by ye. Meaning, sorry, be bria, almost a saw a biasene, a woman. Me must.
And no one you say I don't know. I happen once. We are here what you buy. I don't know happen once. I don't know so crowd members in the bro come the woman one feed the woman. So
the woman is say, what kind of what? I'm ready.
Kessben.
It's not a down budget. It's put down. But the quite best one ever. The quite best no, and one uchan. The penny for he can't cook you on what. Not Obi can say China for a so ben one more. Na Sanka Yamia Shroud. Omo do Munyama to 2 years, yet the Sikama minister on Kodisicano. Yet the Adjudian minister, a very Sikano Omodiaman or China Hono, or Shasso the Yad the year. I want to hear on some who are near so. But ye as an African, as Ghanaians, ye are power drunk. And Yama Bebre air cost for Ghana and Koyi, and free individual. Name if you wanna a da ye ministers nano. Ya Sika a form in some ye nomo shade. A ma or man so connected. Mr. Speaker, Siebeka no cry. The problem of this nation is not about church and task. Minimum is about your management. Sika echo waste to Ghana.
92.9.
Sika who do echo waste to Ghana. Eka hubi. Ena mayebre. And you think you bet me the compare China for no.
okay.
Na omo di no krama omo mind.
All right.
But yen penny for na die no task kana ye de koma wo no. Ah na ansori mata saka ho no. Penny for no first can nya de osom de.
Okay.
So we will still get back. Young Koyanim. And it is so much to do near the motion say, as certain to attacks and answer into attacks. And now when you hear your community, number B answers your Kojisika Crampono. Now you're bow, you perceive a bow near Kojisika. She can't see a Kojini at the bar, and then on this canay.
All right. Ada mami na wase. Ono go dok arope mami na mumbi enu ni nyina no. So okay. Watching sa komo we ya beto aso na eboboba. Kwara bese eboboba kwara.
Na na me de manu si.
For do see na me mbrasi ga so na
China example am de mai no. Na me mano out of bonus kwanso. But China, this is what happens. Obi apa onko cheke. Omo ema sofo ne kwan emo operate free rate said the Ghana omo yen. But they expect the churches to submit their annual report on financial operations to the government.
Omo returns no bibia.
But what did they make an answer?
Detail.
Omo operate said the Ghana sofo no operate no, but afibia no you be count yourself submit a report of your financial operations annual. It is a Pentecost. Ana Methodist, ana Anglican, ana Roman, sorry biano, oba present na no cabinet Japan. Only need in common. He mentioned something and may remind you for UK. We colonial masters no. Omo heritage ifo any churches no dinkita ho with respect to senior musika sem no ene niamako. Kwame na me check here debi. Austria, omo di tax. Denmark, omoji tax tax. Finland, omoji tax tax. Germany, church tax. Yes, okay. Germany, omoji. Iceland, Italy, Sweden, and Switzerland. Now, Germany, you know, this is omo any asafono atanasiaka. Ama atias. Kwame, church corruption. Ochina Friday ebetwaso. Kwame say my auditors say omo ko audit even na sorry a ejina ne naso wa didin akese ya Ghana ha. Kwame odo say be good businessmen e donate sika na ma sorry no. Omo de akoma pade ma sorry no say yemfa nyanyame adwuma. Kwame da bia be hu ne a kire in the aid of church building. In the aid of church building. But sika no businessmen e donate de be kro no. Kwame ya na problem ni. I sorry,
I just 1 minute see form na.
Me see form you search na be to asunti me see form ba me ka konko ho. I sorry penny presiding bishop, presiding elder, so for area ho ana branch for no. Kwa me be kro no na omo di sika na bobo omo ho besia. Ebi sise bito ejitan bia no na animals kwa me de na nke be sise sorry kese bi mi modin. Ye ko yi penny obeda no a na bi kwato bi edu. Kwame he TB Joshua wu ye
Kwame dance
TB Joshua film TB Joshua film wo Nigeria Kwame Swan Church sika hunti Any court, Lagos court. And the boy is one fan of trustees. All
right. Correct me, that's it. None of the problem, Mumma.
I say me you power with the speaker.
Yes.
Because say Tama Nam1 issue the buy no. Obeka say e buy na udu biaka obi do kana se okwa akwajepe oso facha me to bo ase na nyabotrema me na Nam1 misika akodi Nam1 misika akodi Nam1 che me si Nam1 na hunu amane say Ukraine COVID na hunu amane Ukraine COVID
Bibia
Ukraine Russia you see sa church issue ya be who read the letter no interesting clear say who read the letter na can be beach we say churches no it be your business the construction of the letter na the man say it be your business because speaker to me pay attention to me say your massive target of over 3 million 300 Ghana 3 million na so otimi
300,000 or 3
million na so nyamu 200 2 million na so tro letter de kwa just otimi meeting the target no tro letter at the kwa e say it's a business because listen make I say na mo GBC no region bia no GBC anase abane the impress beko ni ama target out de beko so de bichi ya ma target say bia mo Ashanti region mo fa 5 billion at the end of the month mo fa say sika de famra eti ya ma mo target say mo meet sa target ne de ba eti the government institutions say yes adem ene ne churches here ya ma target no what is the difference you understand now let's say Kwabi yes say sorry no you organize you classify more as a charitable organization it be a non-governmental organization you understand but listen to me when you read the copyright law no we name obia or non-governmental agency and now say charitable organization so the bichi who we do the copyright law now section 1 of the copyright law act 205 who read this section 1 was say work eligible for copyright an author co-author or joint author of any of the following works is entitled to copyright and protection afforded to that work under this act if it's a literary work artistic work musical work sound recording audiovisual work choreographic work and on and on and on but let me tell the musical work for instance say musical work aditina say me so be intellectual property nessa me de kokoye adwuma enu kwase me tua tax e de madipa and I say me tua royalties e de madipa and royalties is a tax me boa Kwame aditina sorrowful are being exempted from paying royalties edema ye fere say the omoaboye omaduma copyrightable for example
for enyum na wo use
yes they have to pay because
but you've also had some of the artists that wo use so hymns and you must to man so
then yes of course they also have to pay we see obi bia ubensu but asore say omo a charitable organization
yes
omo a non-governmental organization so they don't have to pay any music and that is wrong because sabembe kwa sorry Kwame me say bia menuma me pepa no Jesus you love me too much and I say why some ye nese ye to sa nyum na so bitimi shame ma me jisika de to you understand
and you hear the two and so in go to royalties
yes because
Emma artist
had it not been that song now and Kamenya inspired at that particular time to table money and I say make to offer and with that music I saw them be a 8 million to say on person no
and you say yentua royalties and no munya taxes no
the royalties is also somehow a taxes
No, but royalties no nkwa ban ho.
Say
Individual.
Say make chane say. Nini na aka hu bi, me pa taxes no ho. Nini na aka hu bi, maka cho say they have to pay taxes including royalties because people see your father say churches no as business. You understand? Me no de bia me ka say yeni sa ye maya ye the law. We are law abiding country. You understand? And nobody is above the law. And for who no organization, you understand? We are talking about the law. It is a obi bia ote Ghana. We are adie bia sika famu bia no emrane kire say eso twa tax bia. Eso twa na say Maurice Serulo. So Maurice Serulo. The late Maurice Serulo. Maurice Serulo.
92.9.
I evaded tax. Allegedly 1998, 99, 2000, and he was arrested. That's a $550,000. Now utie mame no try asem so at that time you find a Caroline, no a US attorney general or Kasim was say all who partake in this country's benefit have a responsibility to pay their taxes. There are no self-bestowed exemptions.
Kessben 92.9.
So per the law no, they see what you are doing. Oh, a religion is what you are doing. It's a business, and so you have to pay tax. Now they think that aside the word of God, no, somebody is selling oil. Oil business.
Sorry, no.
Somebody is selling. Your father said, "Comfort." Obi to in kuto, obi to in suo. You understand? With a big money, or your business. Ne depend your business. I didn't think they do quite so tax. Environmental Protection Agency for environmental protection. No, we don't talk about Susumeduma. Environmental Protection Agency for the reason why omutimi arrested mobile say evangelist now nam ejom e preaching no. You know why? They consider where they are as a commercial zone. You understand? What you call them? Omunim say you were certain decibel as a so be added to.
Or say the issues about hymns are baby sound. The artists don't pay anything to the churches. Churches na nkasa na accredit to hymns and na women's fan. They don't pay anything to the churches.
What I'm saying is when you take a song like Ebenezer, Ebenezer was the originator, was written by Koata, Mr. Koata. You understand? Koata wrote the Ebenezer song. It is a musician kofa Mr. Koata Ebenezer no. You have to pay royalties to Mr. Koata. Jamaica what I say. And so but maybe a church, maybe a individual, me a musician. Nessa me tax. Your father say of prime intellectual property. And you have to pay tax. And the susuma sama Kwame Appiah Kubi. Bedemanusi. Susuma sama yeka wasimi. Ghana emrani nim susumwasa.
Yeah.
Ghana, we don't have a blasphemy law. When we go to US and UK, they have a blasphemy law separated from the mother constitution. And then you didly with a father says susumwasam.
Yeah.
And a normal a blasphemous and a sanoman. Ottoman Empire a collapse here. The Ottoman Empire no Palestinian for almost area hono. Jamaica what say. The international community they catch UN for say UK for say omun declare land in the farmer the rightful owner na omono enko. You understand? Omun declare them as Israelite. Sa area on Israelite for near 30%, Palestinian for 70%. And they took the matter to the Hague. Palestine for say yomodia, Israel for say yomodia. When the matter went to the Hague, Pananet track no 15. Israel for bomu kono no mu kotu Numbers chapter 1 say brother say land near the more money ade na ma bi fi Kenya where yi pano no where judge no say yanka Bible mu asemo enya spiritual asem na yeka ye can law tender in the law share Kwame I'm telling the churches no we have to tax them obi obeka say you kwase tax omo presiding members no hwan ya aduma Kwame I'm telling you, sir, influence Sikan Kofu Chiapan, son of Matibia, presiding member, so you are Kotwaba. Kwame, I'm telling you about fact. You should not talk with this.
Kessben 92.9. The Maakye.
Now was 16 minutes after 8. Honorable Judge Maakye Atinase, a half regional minister, Yanidi Baby Commotion, and meet the press minister taking the turn to talk about development air coastal award the half region. And I don't pay what I say. Mame Emanache na Memano Akwaba, a higher Kessben 92.9. We're here live on 93.3, and this is Kessben. We are live from Ananibuati Studios on Kessben TV. I don't pay so yeah, you're live. And team will comment no Embra. You're making kind in no at the Amba. Honorable Judge Boachi Atinase, Mame Emanache na Memano Akwaba. Honorable Maakye. Na empomu boko de. I'm told this anopebia wutie wo hwe anopebia so. Thank you. Thank you. I don't pay so many aji say wa join here. Na ahafo boko there.
Oh ya me adom.
Okay. Yeah, there ready say. And we meet the press minister briefing no. But my yentia here, ye tie region ye foforo. E dey na mo ye so far.
And ma dey ayi pa. O say enura ade no e chemu miensa.
Yeah.
A sectors endorse. We ka say kan nyina enura.
Yenwie.
Nke yenwie.
Okay.
Nti e nema miensa. Governance.
Okay.
Education. And health.
Okay.
O say if governance. O say the rationale behind the creation of the region is about governance about at the doorsteps of
an impuntuo no.
An impuntuo.
Yeah.
Aba. Na here structures are a bit of my governance institutions na operate.
Okay. Within the region.
Within the region.
Okay.
Nti say Osha a creative region. Here regional coordinating council block.
Yes.
Say enu a here pictures na. Your block no efe pa. Nyakopo ya aduma 1st November. Or say your commission.
Okay.
Na ikum. Ekokoye adwuma. Muyin ha.
Yes, yeah, the pictures in it. Yes.
Sa ikum ne ekokoye adwuma.
Okay.
Ena afi say go so eno go so
the regional capital. Okay.
Ena regional capital also regional agric office. And so almost complete.
Ultra more than one.
Okay. And also so nyakopo ya adwuma 1st November na no o ma
commission.
Ba ho a be commission eno. Ena uba go so so a your regional health insurance office. And also so ye.
Okay.
So ena aye region no o say nya high court nya circuit nya course nyina the high court building and so eguso pa so do advanced stage.
Okay.
Judge no Bango crowd there aka painting kwa.
Okay.
Na asa ena judicial service for no crowd so asu na for south isi court ho Banglo yewie uko Sutifi South isi court ho yewie Banglo uko Tano North isi bi ho yewie.
Okay.
Ena yama governance institutions ni nyina so ama regional capital ho.
And the nyina na go so must spread ni nyina across the constituency.
Okay. And uba region for example your health for ho. Regional director.
Regional health director.
How there akachiri kakra.
Okay.
But you are regime say but Bangladesh na regional director and deputy big tremon there we our team now if you offer ho aba bechim na regional education directorate no ho
okay
and so we any Bangladesh nyina omo ye adwuma ukọ esunafo south a federal rules office ho
okay
and so omo penti Bangladesh there aye ready and na oba Tano South Tano North aye duan kwanta so highways so home office at the foundation level but Bangalore there we aka painting so we are governance institutions in there ni na set
that is within a space of bare Yet the regions in 2018, right? Yes, and in about 4 years to 5 years, and I'm why side development in
side development we I see.
Honorable Minister, mo ye then mo ye side achieve to this very height.
Sir, abano determine so obey.
Okay.
Ena why what the resources na my in the resources on the my na was say sweet me ye adwuma. And this we ye adwuma ni nipa na opiano what the resources man went man ye adwuma dey na say sabe we ye da pafo. So antie so ye ni wo nyama na ekoso.
Me kai say aban under the Honorable Damboche under the Ministry of Regional Reorganization eka say regions in Siena yet no wo mo ma region be 20 million Ghana cedis if I'm right. And no musika ne bae. I don't know become when I'm development.
And only projects.
Okay.
To the tune of
20 million. Okay.
These are projects.
This is the Amfan say region money, but yeah, the Mamu project.
Projects.
Okay.
And I RCC senior staff bangalows. And so we.
Okay.
I'm say region is ready until we grab our and we used to say here. So until and we are for the governance institutions.
Okay.
But Oba maybe to say education. How there just say enye asem kitwa kra. So aban ama all the district cast of the adwuma.
Okay. District directorates.
Directorates no. And a regional directorates so omo prado and so the adwuma. And assemblies no bi. It say esunafo south. Atimi ato motorbikes ama circuit supervisors. Say be supervision no. Betimi akoso eyi. Assembly bia ni hafwa o make impact so far as education infrastructure is concerned. Obia make impact. So because we boss wa emrebeko say nra so hu ya o hwe projects na pictures na we hu o fa esunafo south o mayibi esunafo north o mayibi esunafo north and south Tano North and South, BIA, so the day. And yet, basic schools on SHS, Omo IB.
Okay.
And a big cry projects or nursing colleges in and so come. And I feel your ba, Saudi Mawin, I kaboom. And a ma, I have for Yabon wedding or Washington. Was a 2020 this second.
Moody second, the whole country.
The whole country. But so fast, severe like mathematics, science, and I'm English, our social studies, Papa. I don't any defense.
Okay.
So, in I say, supervision is very effective.
Our region.
Our region.
Okay.
And yet, in Yama education for yen as politicians, and so, yes, ready any DHD.
Okay.
I told you, it will pay impromptu visit to some of these schools. The teachers always on the alert say, Ebia, this is Ebia, region is Abeba, Ebia. Circuits of us, but the team biano over here on the alert. Now, see, standardized exam on here for basic 4 for say, which I have for the whole country. I have the Edikai. I Munyam Kasepa. So,
honorable minister, we your governance, and the structures are more put in place. Said they are by a for a bahoni no, a benya the comfort, or more be ye juma a half region. But we are not seeing China, dear be and my year so far.
Sir,
a banner acquiring. Ensure any idea you say areas nibuha a cocoa growing areas cocoa rows any idea ni so how is the region coming up with such developmental projects abeboa
a cocoa board abanam cocoa board so our contract be
okay
cocoa rows improvement program no ebigu so ebiso store kakra so em say eno kan ho binti na nra ye wi e kra ya nkoro nti from here no DHD ya hwe de etwetwe won na bibi ho da se betima ya boa yetimi ya boa akwan a aban ene cocoa board e de ama contracts wa hafu nyina no se nyambe ya adom yetima yi nyina de anka mi se hafu akwan pa kom de e ke bi ni because all our major rules our contractors in some and all our major federal rules are called farmlands so
communities
contractors in some
okay
this say yami adom danka obitima yedi nyina ma idea nka any problem crack ya de so ba ko na ya hwidiem kanyase
okay
road no aban any Nimon Ghana collaboration no ama say contractor was so or asphalt every hwidiem akosi kajanse
okay
aban so ehwiska na obabeye from goso to tapa so asphalt it is a gate maye we nyina ne the aban de ama
na ka chese enclave nim no major roads ni nyina no moye
gafo yedi problem bia kese ewo ekwan ho but me wadi da so say ebeba mo say ade bia no say wo akora fofa ya na wo pentem sen ka akora na
be nyini tentem
ha na ka ko ba bi kura na odi wachi na yefe so sana afunke pe no but yede nipa susu nyina na etimi ebem but we say kakra
Mubedro. Honorable George Buache ana Edin Komo, I have original minister and meet the press, one also taking a 10 development akoso in the Hafo region and Obebo Hong Commando pay Kessben. So we are privileged, say yes, kana yeneno Edi Hong and Komombo. Minister Andra BBC met Tio Kakra, but meant me and Tiankosi. What need Ghana Statistical Service? A little bit of problem. Say inflation no figures now what they buy, what say bona mulidi food inflation in terms of items, and no cre aduane wahafo e busu aduane bo ense da nye dinsa to say the statistical service for percent what mo dey to dwa no when na we regional minister we leader of the region my yentiase the echo so precisely
o say minim e come fast wa
omo ye research
no
okay
but me ha metiwe be kwa bonti koto aduane
okay
me bebe Kubi wo tano no fe techre ko ho na me se me to tomatoes
okay
kentema 100 Ghana cedis pepper and also kente ketwa and so me 50 cedis so bodie eduro no e be 9 so 50 cedis na bayire tubers no e ko be insia 50 cedis na asobayire me pepper o
okay
Maku 9 20 cedis it is a me hwe we nyina na baka chem se hafo na LED me ntiwase hwe ene idijwa o sankore idijwa o kasape eno idijwa o goso achina ebeduru kukom ebeduru ba bebre se edu anwumre pa na akọ na body egu ha ye nto a ebe yo wanwa so this ade na bua na ye nto ade na ne boro mafom ema unton ema unye free edi aduane sem power half de enye reflect the omo kan it na make say ekoba say half kra
but e be a specific items say e bi ho no ma e coin shortage storage ni ho ntino e bi na demand no e cost
not this time senka be 2-3 months back and o kan sanka magina di because at na aduane na make nya na mai but time I will be up to December there aduane dia hafo enye problem do bi obaka say aduane board den wa hafo e top Ghana e bia wo bo
and you doubt the credibility of the now mo ye no
me say nyambo na me duru a e ko pay regional director na we say e fa no ko research on ko kire me na me so me hunu
I see but aside and no say challenge be pa na mo as a region wabobo niema ni bebre so amoye but how nketenkete bi o ha minim say mo be face bi e bi te say de he na ban eba mombo a e betimi aboa mo
say de ehia say aban ba mo kesi pa rules
okay makwan no
yakwan say o se bi ka say most of the rules no contractor for say in this contractor for no yiri ho yi adwuma ni eman a nkai ni bia so nti de mekano say the major challenge is your road network. So, your feeder rules, your highways, and farm tracks. Say, young people are donating to my any problem here.
Okay. All right. It's a minute, Honorable George Buache and Edin Komo. I have original minister and Anope Waba Ababesha in the studio. Honorable, you're bringing to your debate na the next time I best answer and your BM no yet to me any war at so. But party ni muboko there, NPP muboko in a half region.
Our NPP there muboko.
Alan Bawumi and Masha say more young wajuma.
You prepare say edu emra. Ibe flag bearer half so you be Kubi
okay na more contribute
but sa reverend there I have for yempe bi ho
okay
ye nyina ya busua ba ko and as members of one family no it is say yema sa we no identity
mukra how many seats in the region
ikra 4
mukra 4 and NDC
2
ekura 2 okay nti mo beji ni nyina aka ho
ye beji ni nyina ye target no say 2 no ye beji aka ho
I see who say me twa 2 na ye fancy honorable
me say be twa 2 say be pese be fasa fidie so appeal to Ghanaians
okay
former any non-Ghanaians say your investment opportunities be very wahafo
okay
are very peaceful land bonye land is very cheap
wahafo
and factors are ababua ama itima set up any investment biara no wahafo ahafo ahemfo so prepared say e be receive all investors
okay
say other mining quarry food processing tourism bibia ya buy sem
okay
ya ji ahoho so ye mutua say ahafo ya ji ahoho
okay
so nti obombra may invest in ahafo
okay
and famwa in the growth and development of ahafo
Armo me that say but the pebre na yaba hafo na yabesra na yabesra region ni nyina anope I'm grateful say da bia wota hwe nti yaba ba me team ni yaba na yaba be hwe development na bi ho aye na ye de yaba be hwe na ye de hafo ho nkobo mo nti anope ye da mo ase go so de metina bebi ani but man sheda ma hoda nti na braso say it be ba ho anope me that
what time be ani che
Oh, be 2 to 3 years at least. From 2010, 2011, 2012.
I check. What do you total police station?
Of course. Honorable, me that's the other thing. To the Honorable Judge Maakye, the Dean Commander, have a regional minister bringing us to 33 minutes after 3. Kofi Tonto, a member of government communication team, NPP. What's not say? I don't pay the economy and the very issues are able bobbing in the Baby Hong Kong. You go so at him, Sir Bernardo Dotechi, BOT, EBTB are joining the discussion. But I'm a Kofi Ache na me mana kwaba. Kofi Maakye.
Minu bibia boko na so.
Erade adom, ya hoye. Party mo boko there.
Nyame adom bibia boko.
Okay. But I say, now, Maminti, a quick one. Party no issue statement and there are some of the people are more calling or to the disciplinary committee. Say, woman, be your Mohuano, hope seen at Doye and a fee, Tafopan Cronum Rashibi, you know, at Asifua. Vincent, former PRO at the Ministry of Education, Woman has been called to the committee. Said the party is trying to instill discipline ahead of the presidential and parliamentary primaries. But I mean, to a quick one on it. The challenges are party now here. I bet me about because of some of these things. Not young trust.
But that's a bit really kind. Mention on a tearful. Me ba hands so I check. Best 2 weeks in ba check. Yes, no correct. Party no the statement about Inra Justin Frimpong could answer the chassis. Or on the Ubasha Bears, I think Bears a Bosumini or issue statement.
Yeah,
in fact, say,
Kofi o Mike and Koso Kakrama.
Yenshare yen kasa yemuni yeni yemu na ye make sure say yen na be party no abom. In fact, so be kaya time a party ne call chief imam hwa na omoye that the Muslim Thanksgiving service no.
Yeah.
One of the leaders which is the Nasara coordinator Alhaji Futa key commentary Emma ehona no general secretary reprimande no kache omobiati asese da bi enye kwan a ye fashion before that or when ye no ne opening ne thank you statement ne me kai se na wo fie mpo na o make isa comment no that time na ye nua boss ya kon e wontumi ejina ne nchen e ma ne make statement say party ne so sa ne ma ne so anche na chairman wontumi ko make certain commentary party ne so sa issue statement e caution chairman wontumi party ne statement ne de e bo chairman wontumi din people say ade a oyeye no enso ani party no ene ne nyaadwen enti enye bibia obi betimi aka se ye de ani asi nipa ba akoso e wo kwan bi a wafa so aye bibi hope sin ye menua meni hia e din komo ye bibia
Vincent nso mene no ye okay bibia ni entam enti the bottom line is as a party no decision say kwan ye nuanom fa so keka omo nsem bi ye omo niam bi no enso ania the man manage was statement no the party no issue punitive measures through the statement party ni say omo mra no omo ne mpanyimfo anya den emehia no ne kire say the party is willing to hear from them and possibly caution them, advise them, direct them on the right steps to take going forward. The measures about Bontin is to show say party no any daho party ne hwe de ekoso na obi a obeye bibia ne party no amamra no bo ebrano party ni betu anamo e de nipa no afamra kwan so but party ni be ma wakwanya ama wabeka won so wano disem na yegina so na yehu de de be enti I think it's in the right order yenu no monko na omonko chirim say chawpa bi no mo de be ba omonfama na yenyina hopes in crowd say we issue apology statement that enti me expect so kwa obegina sa apology statement ne so na futu sembi ampanyifo wo na omode man no omode man me tie me o me candidate me obi a me pese me support so I think I say but party ni my ho kwan because I speak for government and by extension the party it is me betna ha the may bia should project the government primarily and then the party but me a government spokesperson to me the say me project a government but I will never come and sit here and make commentary to the effect say we na papa we na papa na say me kai say tamana President Akufo-Addo ne Yinra Alan Chairmantin Echo contest 2012 again. That time Yinra Alan Chairmantin or ni nua panyin or se ni nua keto ba North Carolina. Ti Yinra Alan Chairmantin ba US. That time no obi anim say me support na Akufo-Addo. But Yinra Alan Chairmantin ba ye no. Me at the time na me organize radio programs e ma ne kasa also. Omo friend man di nkomo kire na no disem de opese o ye ne baby opese o de o man ne party ne ko even though publicly I was not for him. Nancy me when I was at the embassy as head of information president by UN every year be a president ko UN to by UN 2019 na ye call a hotel near Dan Marriott near Yinra Alan Chairmantin na ne da ho for 2 or 3 nights, 3 days, anope bia na ye me Yinra Alan Chairmantin ena ambassador Jebewa ena anope bia ye kokodidi ye miensa ni edin komo fa party no ho ni aban no ho ni ye miensa for 2 nights or so 2 days or so I didn't na me kan sa nema we me kan be say party politics na ye no ye very careful commentary I be make some I be kan because you just never know when first of all say nyese woni nipa no kra be nyankita hudie bi mpo you should remember say these are leaders of the party Alan Kwadwo Chairmantin aye niema bebre di aboa party and then one district one factory ye ka ho asemi President Akufo-Addo adaroma ene bae but Yinra Alan Kwadwo Chairmantin ene ehwe so na sin aye bae aye say ye import yetimi reduce no kakre a obekaya ye say yetimi aboama for 1 year the deficit no e close here at least he's the minister in charge of trade and they get a born home modern free zones or born home modern you have to credit it to him Yinra ba umianso aye ne de bebre digitization niam aye kan ni ba bia na ye hu say payroll government payroll nipa 146,000 was so aban kra nim who they are Afin here try to see say we can connect them to an identity. And then you know ka say 16 million Ghanaians could tomo Ghana card. Anya mi adum kakra ye boa. Oba Yinra Kennedy Japan. Wabua party, one of the top party financiers. Wabua party wa emra ye party politics who ye he stood up in some instances sacrificed his life for the party. Yinra Ejakun the same. energy ene yakwa ahuchire mu a for the first time Ghana akwa ahuchire mu a enso power gina so you have to attribute it to onon so contribution a obeye yera amewu beto aso ene yera Maakye Opoku Prempeh so to aso. So why should any young person who stands on one side decide, say, because I stand here, I have to make rude and disrespectful commentary about people?
Okay.
It's not tenable and it must not be countenance in our
It
party.
must not be entertained. Very well. Because remember the economy. Maybe our economy in status about bedroom. Ghana cedi against the dollar and monetary policy for buy from the Bank of Ghana. What will make indication some 300 point basic point unit cost of borrowing the cost through is to cushion up your forex your war as a country. Said the be a bit me abuaye. Mamintio on the general performance of our economy and the measures are abide the go akwema what he said. You bet me to the ma cedi na ho de no asanso abasro but ma be kite here for say ya friend Bernardo do touch beauty you hear him so abedru oba fine he will join the discussion when timi amanso then we'll carry on kofi mamintio
minia me dasi bibre and then come me pese me ne Ghana food no na kwa ye mi no kwan be na ye fa so a ye be dru ba bi a ye dri and run a meetie me near Bako or one of your sister stations. So be permit me. But before that, meet me I be quickly on state housing.
On my day.
Also, could be another apartment complex.
Okay.
Ewa Denta. And my send the pictures na ma Richard.
Okay.
Na nina
okay, ended that
one. State housing every year, new 40 unit apartment complex on my year. On say about state housing buy for the last 25 years or more buy I buy more penny cra internally generated a year na kwabnampo for appear nyamia domwabua before 2017 na state houses under John Dramani Mahama almost 912.
Oh how
I'm telling you it's a fact, it's a statement of fact.
I'm
telling you some state housing there when we say kwabnampo for appear I mean it's a statement of fact. 12 houses. Now state houses were 400 cases in court. 400 cases in court. And apart from that, the company was literally dead. And then me no say Kwame Appiah Kubi I think so or call about 1,500 units in 5 years. I buy my penny. 1,500 units in 5 years. Litigation a year free. Of course, there are some litigation ongoing near the kakra, but do na about 95%. Nyamiado year free. Ejuma efo aketua ya pejam. But me kan we abesi say, ene me the pictures to abon for one for di matem na we politicians not ajiafa. How affordable is this? Then be brave.
And no question I can be baby son.
You see, minia, on my way no ho. E drew baby a. Ye ma de o ya de pa ni mumu bre send de onya de pa. Obi betina ho for 8 years. 8 years ton sasi nyina de. Esi 912. 12 no so fan cement ankom. Na obi abet na
me cross check is our fact.
I'm telling you, you can cross check. You can go and cross. I'm telling you now. Okay, on cross check
because quite unreasonable.
Tell me
in the whole 8 years.
Tell me, baby. Tell me. I'm telling you for a fact.
State house.
Me say the whole researcher. Say we animal research. Go and research. Me say I'm telling you for a fact. I'm not upon free honor 12 houses near sea.
Okay, you better cross check is there.
The point is this. State housing, a company, limited liability, profit making company. State housing is not a low income entity. Say be a low home entity. Say the mandate. The mandate is to be dying at a relatively affordable price. Affordable, nene saying say a dine we are uhuye. Sanka private company ni see ya. Bi anko no the budget 15 cedis. But state housing be see there they are 5 cedis. You get my point?
Yeah.
So state housing is providing competitive affordability for the Ghanaian to get the same quality at a relatively cheaper price. But state housing to me see a state of the art home and tono be at 20,000 and not 10,000 because on your subsidized agency. I buy money capre. Enti education and me person me spend the time my Ghana for ye nyina ye te ase.
So what it means is that still relatively a bit expensive, but then and yet comparable to the other private.
So also all the core private a year private bet on 15 or no the beba 5 cedis. Or no because assassin no hono obenya a cushion kakra or no betting a profit so kakra and nema be brave send ye beya obetimi aye competitive ama nipa dodo no so anya bia ba nipa ka se and teachers for yen tias say Ghana no yen nyina ye Ghana for aban wo kwan bebre a ofa so eboa me no ka say works and housing be started a 200-acre project e wo Poku Kessben and no de aban is looking at it at a low income level and what it means is say aban will be the off taker obi edi ni sika beba abeshim say bia me besi 100,000 bia 10,000 homes asem count aban wo no make mame letter kire say sa 10,000 we nyina no mesi a obeto ama we teacher for wo school for wo nurses for wo doctors for so mame sa agreement ni dia me so me di sika be free ama no ne aba be yes a edan we at a cheaper using modern technology.
Okay.
That's not the same approach as state housing.
Okay.
And yenya santi ase ni yenya say obi onu aba and within 5 years we see over 1,000 homes. Sa nipa no mom ne attacking.
Kofi yamra cedi so and yes, for the last few days, cedi no depreciation it's something else. Mami nti on it and the monetary policy.
The TN say to say the American.
Yeah.
Eya Kwame no edi kan yenhwe baby a free ba in terms of the city no or how ato Ghana ntia eni Ghana yen city no esini trasia especially for the last 2 months no the city has depreciated at an alarming rate unprecedented ebin see that make them di ntia for the longest time. Even though na CD no depreciating, they depreciate at a slower rate, and then all of a sudden, in fact, last week there, within 2 days, it went from 9 to almost 10. What it means is that Bibi strong could be here, anything, NC, and only uncertainty, panic in the system, and a cause society by Bebaho. Now, I didn't know or how you know. Ye face near be brave. Edikan ye free bibi inflationary imports. On say ye near ye diwo maimu ye crow maimu nina free amanone.
Yeah.
Amanone who how aba ne ye nina ye nimuno. Sa de na nyansunsanso ewo sika dodo a obi a ono no okokra niema aba no sika dodo e ohia se ode bekọ akokra niema so yemfa ne se kane no na company A ekokokra niema efri abrochiriba ohia A bi a 200 million eno ode akokra niema no fri abrochiri di aba enam se niema ne bo okosrenti ne sa nipa ne behia bi a $250 million and the demand for the dollar no already has shot up. So what I say, demand no has shot up. Now, what on your man we no? Sneman pa or ship no. When himself first na container, a 20-footer container was about. You can say $600, and now me no ka say 20-footer container is $6,000. TNU $600 to $6,000.
Kessben.
It also be another inflationary import. Almost see two oil but yeah sell crude near kwako crowd the sweet or the white product about which is the finished product first near the about $200 million bosumi bia and cra finished product ediba and ne yeah the $450 million and the kokra finished product at the back. So what it means is that dollar a buying no as well penny the good system no more send be ya sani ma ye kra ni ade nyina enra my job online report on the buy and namu ayewe which is chicken poultry afibia ye kra $600 million $600 million last year. So and only the inflationary aspect important. Then you were BBA your friend or say rating agencies in near my Fitch and Standard and Poor's near them. And now domestic income mobilization challenges are in parliament in Tokwane the idea a buying and me and show say I feel we are able to see a budget no you bet me raise enough revenue to solve our budgetary issues no. What happened then they say rating agencies no downgrade Ukraine last week Fitch downgrade last 2 weeks Standard downgrade. What it means is that obia nanko di ni sika be hye oman mu on fa mabio ye were non-resident investors sa ye treasury bills ni ade ayeton ye were dodo na over 50% ye omo free Ghana na beto omo de omo sika free ama no ne enam said downgrade ni buy no sankofo ni nyina say there be ye pese ye yi sika e free Ghana for now kopem si ebe hu se confidence na eden apeja sankofo ni nyina you have to change the currency to dollar and give it to them so they can go. Pacho what I say? Into non-resident, especially non-resident investor bond holders ni nyina.
Kessben.
Eji omusika de akọ aban no be hia say obesi san CD na obeto ye no obesi san into dollars no the amount.
Kofi but what can say ni nyina you are making it sound say as a rating agencies na said that our position.
Oh no, I've never said that. Okay. They say you financial
challenges,
revenue mobilization challenges, domestic. So I say which showed further volatility when it comes to our economy. And you know na rating agencies ni jina so. Rating agents Standard and Poor's crowd who read your report na omo kan who read feature omo kan say external shocks any other mobilization challenges and are affecting the financial position of where the Muyusu Impo has exacerbated the financial position of Ghana. And on a meme mount the external shocks, these at least for now, these are some of the reasons. Now, usually Sasani Manisia abanya external revenue through the European Euro bond and other things are eba now be offshore. Unfortunately, I feel because the market are close to us in Intino, you could raise revenue on the international market and farmer. Usually, I feel be a first quarter you about $3 billion or so. I feel yentimi. Enti sani ma we now lastly, Argentina CD no depreciating at an alarming rate within the last 1 month or so. The TN say, and now say, sa expenditure we nyina aba no. Ama yen forest reserve a ye wo ho a ye dollars a ye wo ho a ye friend ye use for ye import cover no. Esu ehwan. Enti ama obi bia na ono no o Ghana ha wo ye adwuma anani o CD account no say nipa no dodo na nyina rush say unim. And now see ye hu say reserves ne su hwan ye nyina ye nkosesen ye sika ne emfanto in dollar too. We say people are opening dollar accounts, people are exchanging their money and all of that into dollars. And no, and now that sharp depreciation. No, now, the next one, me say about they are buying air to solve the issue.
My member bill to be good morning and Pombako.
Yes, speaker. Good morning, Pacho Hunting.
Mami tell for 15 minutes. The economy.
The kind Mamen chair Ghana man. Namen chair Nana Obu Adan, His Excellency Nana Danko Kufuado.
I never can do Honda Bay.
Cemetery. Until Nana do ni dimba kwanse say wo kroma na wo fa circle okwa hafo okwa bona. The Obia can say na no Obu Adan the first. Minu yi kasa wo say NDC ba kunya so musi Adan makoma ko 12. And I was shocked when you were watching him on this big platform. Oh, you said it. What's the NDC bar for 8 years?
What's the state housing company? No,
Sagle Mayadea.
I need affordable housing.
Then the state housing. And state housing. You see, please. You see, what is a state housing policy? No, forget about the name. State STC falls under Ministry of Western Housing. Let me tell you today. So Ministry of Employment, a project. Now why a project? You credited the money ministry. Certain minister Ben and a state house in Shasi. No, me this house. Certain minister
of Western House.
So come a mineral mining commissioner, ministry Ben a Shasi. Oko Free Zone Authority, ministry Ben a Shasi.
Trade.
Oko MPA, National Prison Authority, ministry Ben a Shasi. And it's an MPA, yeah, they are ministry Ben a credited.
Energy.
And it's a state housing corporation on the account. I could see whatever compared building, whatever he calls it. Said that is ministry Ben able to the best ministry in
housing.
And it's a Saglame under Mahama calling Dauda. I a project and the mama na kawrem, and you are not even ashamed of it. Kofi should be ashamed. Some about when we getting to 6 years. And now ko Saglame. I'm Roberts na ko konka omutimu. Oko Saglama na ntwimi awo and a dem nkotre. Abra nipa gu nkan edura nyumra wo de wo Kessben Hanesi bo anantie na kwase nipa eda over bridges under bridges no moda circle ha amanfo shop mo pon a no mo close to the ntoma dem na ban bi ehunu nyansa common sense wa ma Sagle na affordable housing project hwe cocoa board I will educate him on this platform on cocoa board sector do under the topuni no share affordable house na NDC here and aka room. And you are here telling Ghana for say NDC state house is here down 12. Na mesre me ko nipa wo to cha wo so utia na ukotodwe. So wo kodwam na akoto cha. Wo de she utia na ukotodwe. And it's a state housing corporation. A project. Ministry be na ye ne dia. You are here telling us say NDC abon. Kwabunu region na kohwe even affordable house na NDC aban esi under Nos Mahama.
He says it's a state housing company, no, enya subvention be infra.
No, let me tell you. To them, Omun state housing in C. The NDC took it upon itself to do it as a ministry. It's a state housing corporation year project. Ministry ben na wode man. We should stop misinforming the public. I am a dese corona or ye US na me so makọ ho. Me bisa no so Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Virginia, Washington DC. Ababi project say Donald Trump no otisui. Joe Biden abey. And Joe Biden bet na when nyansa ka say project Donald Trump sha say man nka who did that? Common sense be any aban we mu. So aban we common sense. Kofi should not be defending this. Menene level of discussion no top notch. Hwe enka was expecting himself ba show we so no. Nko be ka say oh ya committee say na Sagle housing project aka room. Aban obonyansa.
The issues are in court.
Aban what is in court? Common sense in Edma. And to wuti ha no wuti ha. Wachi ha ya, wachi ha. Wachi ha. Me fa unko atiro. Me fa unko nima. Me fa unko Medina ne adenta. Me do ko circle. Kessben dan we atire ha. E bo na do 8 p.m. to the following day 5 a.m. Ko hwe ni pair da fam. Ko voter region. Wo de akotema. Amanfo a wo de omo pa ba bia da keke. And you are not ashamed of this. First and coming here ban we ya wa hu. And coming ko na sika na odi ko complete odi akosi da premium court no obi abisa na question on social media handle say how many people can afford na what ho buy no enye sika die ni corruption ni ade a enke a share Saglama ase wo se ni jai Saglama akosi new housing project who does that senka Ghana ya ku for the private company me bisa Kofi on this platform senka Ghana ya ku for the private company and enko no ni company no ni CEO bi a na oteso Akufo the owner, founder of Ghana. Yemfa Ghana a private entity. And then the CEO bi onu Akufo appointed no. Or say me present the staff of Akufo Incorporation enya ba bi da. Enti as a CEO no, me ko see affordable housing am Akufo company employees. And then nyame Sofia Antoata sa CEO no, ye change no. Akufo the bet my catcher Ghana for say nkobema sa dan na kawrem because they were caught. Who does that? So you see, and then they say economy. And I'll delve into that. And near my economy no, I run into junk no, and near my way become home. Many my colleagues be here said you are also a chartered economist. You share the impact of abandoned project on the economy. From the year 1966 up to 2022, the economic impact of project I abandoned is a little about 500 billion. For 2017 up to 2022 under their government, project Oma abandoned is almost 30 billion Ghana cedi. Kofa Koko road report, road the Mujamani room. Koko Bobu, we are would place a phone call to the CEO. Now this and say, Dr. Puni affordable housing project no chance, and now saying, you see, they came to the government with the mentality to loot, create, and destroy. Sankanya sa, obienu common sense. Now the catcher me BOT say, Abambia ya afford the saglamesi ho. Obaya, what's the name to us? What they are? Me kwa ben 30 wa kosi fofo. Common sense does not prevail. And then what's the 15 minutes? Me 15 minutes tobo.
Menkaz we do 15. You see, yemra economy. Menkaz we do.
Work economy ne ho. Housing is a critical component of the economy. Se ni pa nya baby na obetma kwa adwuma. So obi wo tema Madina o sunwan no oni baby pada. Rolling samamuo mu o sinsnet. And now who Coco but tall building there, credit to the NDC. Me bisa Kofi on this platform. All the former 10 regional capitals in Ghana, rolling CC Coco board. Coco board build the next one. Have they been able to put up one? 80,000 a part of the economy. Because Sir Omoka said they will pay for the rent of young people. I'm challenging Kofi on this platform. They should tell me young person in Ghana from 2017 till now. Oh, I'm trying to rent a man.
That was a second term promise.
Have they done it? Can they do it? No. You see, governance is not about sloganeerism. Here, you don't name a baby that is not born. Akwara young one yentunu din. That is what they are good at. Now, say one name akwara. Obiama sagle me one ye. And the kroma yeti kroma yeti in kran here, you know. Adi ane board den ya dan. Say ni pebenya baby din iti ato. And this economy no a collapse here. Bisano say affordable housing project no. How much went into it? Over $200 million. Convert it to Ghana cedi now and the impact on the economy. I can't remember. Number two, once the economy no, he tried to play around. No. They should have humility. Let Pakwesi and Mr. Ataka say, you don't run the economy with textbook knowledge. Economy won't common sense. Common sense, I bet you will say, Commander Sugar Factory. Kwame Nkrumah the sea. Man who in India Samubeyo Mahama who say every year you import over 2 billion worth of sugar. In economy, be backward integration, forward integration. In economics, no, it does set up industry. You first of all put up your raw material, or you grow the raw material before you put up the industry. It is called either backward or forward integration. The NDC government adopted what we call the backward integration. Let me put up the infrastructure, and when the setup is there, I grow the sugar cane. Ubaya, 6 years down the lane, Commander Sugar Factory, Akawrim.
I'm told it's Tuesday we almost call.
Look, I brought documentation. Mr. Speaker, where your media review budget? Me read it page 6. And on one statement, the minister and the kind of say, Mr. Speaker, our iconic NACOP program, which was initially to run for 3 years and extended for additional year, will be completed by September 2022, which is this year. The program, which engaged 100,000 young graduates, had prepared thousands of them for the world of work. So far, we have invested approximately 2.2 billion Ghana cedi. Me catch a kufine. 1D1F. A project a year no. Sika abaya spending 1 billion. Napko na abaya gunu no. 2.2 billion. Is there common sense in it? Napko no egu. September ending. Pay their own statement. It's going down in September ending. And no, what the 2.2 billion na shame. 1D1F now a catchment program I would the winning abano. Or man find out winning about. It was a knee-jerk approach. But 1D1F there, a yadu omuye campaign magana for you who say NPP ba baimwa district be habenya one factory. And no sika omude revenue 1 billion. But not kono mbenya bia dinti, ombenya sika ria adibinti. Omude 2.2 billion ni wegu. So we are never way here. We are not Kessben ne ho. So when do you want to be creating money which we are moving the economy from taxation to production? And the way to do that is to shift the focus and invest more in 1D1F. But now Kone consumption, no, they've invested 2.2 billion. 1D1F na me kromo buno a half one buno east. Ebe creating money. Why investing less than 1 billion? Number 2, what here catch there say Standard and Poor, Moody, Bloomberg report. MPP must be ashamed. And now you take Kromu hey. Abra Ukraine Russia war by you know. Maybe so. Mali, Togo, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, among West African countries. Until Ukraine Russia war the COVID no. A too fan almost you Ghana for them not who are thinking about Ghana. Cote d'Ivoire in your mind. Burkina in your mind. They should admit that they have failed. Marcus is say go and read about Marcus say viewpoint on the economy. Or say when running the economy, common sense must prevail. You see, there's something called allocative inefficiency in economics. What it says, and it says, the market can fail. But when the market fails, have the humility to admit. Mahama time, the market failed. And this year in control, yes, we failed. What did Mahama do? He called for the Century Economic Forum. The Century Economic Forum gave birth to homegrown policy. Under your time, the same market has failed. What have you done? What you want now? I say, Lord, your cabinet meeting. Now you see, what the cabinet ministers are running the country down. So more the Papa Bia, can they do something better? Lastly, Monetary Policy Committee emergency meeting. Yeah, I'm telling Kofi on this platform. Since the Ukraine-Russia war starts here, there are only 2 countries in Sub-Saharan Africa are emergency meeting: Uganda and Ghana. You know why? Complete. They fuck up the country because you see. I buy ton sika. Government sells money. So I buy a ton sika to banks, ni individual. Ni interest refine the policy rate. Now, the more you up your policy rate, the more conducive it is to bring down investors into the economy. On the flip side, it is also disingenuous to local businessmen. You know why? When you put policy rate up, it will attract investors. Good thing, you've done that. I'll credit the government for that. But on the flip side, ebema sobi kwa kobobo sinya wo banga. Interest rate a bank a private individual, it will also shoot up. So consequentially, if you want to tackle the problems of the economy today by raising the policy rate, what you are trying to tell the investor community is, oh, come, my doors are open. But on the same breath, you are stifling the businessman now. Kessben way Najuma. Wow, and the individual teacher, ni lawyer, ni person call bank, that person no your gun and you are killing local initiative. And I'm telling you, I buy Betia on this platform economically, no, let them hold National Emergency Economic Forum. When they do that, it will set up economic confidence and public interest. And now you can say, what you can afford to say, mine. What the Dr. Koto say, man? What the Balfour was say, mine? What the attaching say, mine? Can you tell me, sir? Nippon was say, man, bet my correct mine. No, the MPP will need new brains, fresh ideas, and that fresh ideas, no, will not come from the people who created the problem. The solution to the economy, no, lies outside their government. But unfortunately, they have a certain level of pomposity and arrogance, and they feel, say, they know it all. May predict on this show. Say abai we and here by the end of the year, the dollar will go for 14 cedi up to $1.
Thank you very much, BOT Medas. It's only 10 minutes after 9. Because you have forwarded to the other 2 as well. So my back office on that. Yantoadia Kakrana.
I just my young coach so. Na Yantoa de Papa Mamu Yavia de Diaka Yabetwa so. Mesha say our grace gifted by Dr. Grace Boyd will say, Bama Winia who Fenisika ma to Panen Casa and you would do a grace gift or any yes mema. Amo Musisi Moya de Saka Bompa. Na Dr. Grace Boyd do as a war bounce wanted the one pem. Ya Edrana Juana Utimum Pem Semesico for Bosomono. Was so brand we do na wo de po ani nyina afi na confidence level won pam ebe kosoro enti asempeti amopa wo anase stroke anase chira ni nyina grace gift ba na make for amao ya bi enkrobata mienu e wo Ghana ha baako e wo Barekasi wo Shim School Junction baako e wo New Achimota Petroleum Banglawa oni Family Life International School e di anumhwe numbers no e 0244 126 123 anopaya winning grace gift and more enkomo ya da mattress papa so a royal foam na mattress a wo be down
Ebasa wa yira kwanso achire ne pampa no bi asem yo bi asmo Oni pada sani awon manwem wo wi ase ha asam to nyonko na to be bia nkamfa ho menso metene be bia nka me pema yeden nanso wadoma nkoma bo ade bo oni pa bata ni pa
Kwame omudika oma keka dada o.
Yes, what would the data ne beba so that we will get to understand.
Yes.
For the calculations are more the bema.
Kwame, you see, enya baby, you understand? We are there, ubita. But they be a make us say, aya yenhwe baby ifia ya ba bedu mpepeswe ya BCC. Kwame, me say, a problem near NDC or MPP. NDC ni MPP ana. Because I say, c'est a situation na woman, we are not doing anything. I said, dear pan won't board to see our pa Ghana. Yes, sir. I bet me a hope. Say, we have opened a box of hope for Ghanaians. And be a break on a yenum swatch or pet. Maybe in the 6 months' time. Essentially, be to me a see. Maybe a year time. 8 months' time. Yenum swatch or pet. Say, as I didn't know, no, Kwame. Yet, oh, and no more day Russia, Ukraine. And no mama ya day COVID-19 and no mama ya day timunya botre yet timusane and no me here ni hito ya I don't get it.
No, that's ideas nasa.
That's it.
It seems to you say ideas nasa.
Yes, because you come at least we should be able to know say okay I bind it so normal we say
okay.
For example say they gave us E-levy. Say 11 is a car, a idea, a year Juma, and confirm by Cotois. Make idea be a baby hope. Now 11 year. Say, 200 down cocoa father say, oh, believe in na point is no. Say, on that fix the economy. But, a mimi yet my munina meteosisian. I should be able to know, say, I did when I bind the dear Guaquemua, it minimum swat so that. Make us hope for the next 1 year. Yeah, 6 months. Jamaica watch us, Kwame.
Yeah.
See, Timani, you need play Pia. Kwame, you're 2 more Muswa. And you're normal, young Tumubia, kakra 2% near you be. See, you're passing no man who. Kwame, and you're 2 more Muswa, and me arrested interest rate. It me arrest inflation and one say yeah kosa ye da ni sorry ni da na diache ni sorry
name the next line
no I'm bombarded I'm confused yes
okay
sure adequate make us a banning for plan from that say
yeah
I remember vividly Kojo Barrow with my time as a finance minister Kojo Barrow say phone I use to Ghana
yeah
kwabra ese so biat me use phone. So that is the situation. You introduce communication service tax. Say, you did create youth employment. You didn't be your mocha. Sa communication service tax there be a sent at be at the abuasa and coffee phone saban. You be any free, tax free. You understand? Now for the book. For Ghana and for you sue you better communication service tax tell Kessben and confirm so best say you the back repairs and the idea papa you 2 apart from board we don't see anything. Oh Kabra let I'm saying we have seen programs. We have seen programs from finance ministries and ministers. You understand?
Yeah.
Import driven economy and that's what you are President Kofoba Manchabona ebe peja banchi say Ghana you import to a rice $100,000 yes you TB that your bass agent to be up to now you TB import to rice and 600,000 metric tons which is $774.2 million.
Kessben.
We don't have plan B. Let me see people say, okay, situation where here by this is what this country you're taking a drastic decision, painful decision. Say, yes, I do say near the economy. We are still allowing people to.
There is no blueprint of what the next steps the minister is unable to tell us.
Yes,
but then at least when we did the media budget review, you will get to understand some of the things.
No good, Yana.
Yes, not from Ponzi.
Media budget,
media budget no say minister
I say Bank of Ghana to Togo.
He said here and we explain a lot of
you explain bit supplementary budget then that you read say supplementary budget na coin na one ko disk bi ya ye bi we de bade no
nya na mebua we o say small scale miners gold no Bank of Ghana beto na be my gold reserves na increase na ma see na ye na niam no niam boa bafo
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Oh sir ananya na media budget
Kwame aspire ke serious
no it's serious
because it's serious but Adameka adu to asem kire say Yako Tama yini buy in crowd corridor school.
Yeah.
Adutu was able to introduce double track. Beboa. An ideology. Had it not been a double track, I can see the state of free senior high school.
Kessben 92.9
Francis Poku was able to tell President Kofo say, to trust him across our garden in let us engage this youth that is planned.
Youth employment program, yeah.
Could you buy do there yaka? And then you know a lot of ministers about programs, fiscal programs are doing who say me shosun man who swat or po abana you say it move your mommy and to be kasakra no ba abana chia you will get the audacity to challenge the person.
Okay.
No catch any parent say on your butre. But when it but don't see it bia Kwame say yet hi obo who an say next 2 months and I say a month time adefo fa saba disaster bi na saba hetie ye the way kono so the way ye kwasa ena ebia mbeka se bia make bi if you see a kenke the bianco for kana me for me pedokro but today if you see one kenke for 3 cities
yes
you
be sad man kasem show traders no
Taiwan so China be Taiwan think no so
kwabra me ba see what can say we import driven economy okay
yeah
now the Ghanaian people Ghana for now importers our mokrani emaba okay they are telling you say it forms just about 12 to 15% of the total importation. Now the retail sector now reserved for Ghanaians okay yenia you see a direct foreign investment enti abrofo dem ra no mo invest in our economy one more bano okay they are now taking over the retail sector as I speak to you
enti sisi se me betena na me ka se Kessben asemka me pacho asemka Kessben Travel and Tours be a former CEO no ho no wa mo no ho modern na new one awaba no wa be pijam woman ne Kessben Travel and Tours profit are increasing by 50% and 100%. Does that mean say me say Kessben as a conglomerate enye bibia
David
is that what it means o betena ha na ye kan say listen you don't come here and set your own questions and then answer your own questions with such incompetent understanding of issues. Outright incompetence.
I don't need a personal.
They are there. Outright incompetence. As my mechanic, one tears here. Maybe the Ministry of Works and Housing. Dean.
What's the state housing?
We see state housing. State housing is an agency under Ministry of Works and Housing.
Yes.
TDC is an agency. These are all agencies under the ministry. It is a one agency leader by your bibia. Does that mean say ministry ni nyina bibi? I don't know NDC for Subantis.
But I don't know who will say agency na bibia. The credit goes to the ministry.
No, the point
now, the assertion I want to make is NDC there when you sue agency state housing company.
Okay.
But there were so many things at agency in the under its own and ministry in the under its own name as a ministry. You cannot say agency na bibia ministry so
have I said the ministry has not done anything?
Okay.
Until I make us no certain the questions and no answer. Do you think I don't know that the ministry built Saglame? That Collins down that what GC can credits he say they buy no ministry in the building Saglame. Do you think I don't know TDC Ayo Majuma? Do you think I don't know all of how can I sit here and say Works and Housing and yes? I was very specific. Me see. State housing, now example say,
yeah.
Can you separate a brand or a subsidiary of a conglomerate and assess that subsidiary?
Of course.
Yes or no?
You can.
What did I do? Did I assess a subsidiary or the holding company? I assess the performance of a subsidiary. That cannot in any way, shape, or form be congruent to say me assess the entire body, works and housing. So how do you set your own questions and come and answer? Masa, ukoji $200 million from credit to say or no atna hakan. Busa ni say saglame. Omo de send the call parliament. How many houses? And I'm call parliament say mukosi. 5,000 houses. Mebwa.
Housing unit, yes.
5,000 housing. Who's he saying? Muji 200 million a year. What's he saying? Muhammad D 200 million a year. What's he saying? I'm asking you a question. 1,300. And I'm see the remainder. Now why 3,000 something? Now why? Koji busia say ube si dying at a $40,000 per unit. Okay? $40,000 per unit. You are going to build 5,000 homes, making it $200 million. Who deserve $200 million? You ended up building a unit for $120,000. Do you know the distance from Accra to Saglame? The distance. The distance from Accra to Saglame is almost 40 kilometers. Saglame is an island on its own. So a new place yachichiri. It is a me ha. Na me koto aban so kosi se obeton. Aban kosi se o de beche o so obeton. It is a me koto ade wo Saglame. Now the value of the property is 40,000. Now say wo ton amame 120,000 wo beto. Mr. Speaker, obeto.
Is it because of proximity?
No, I'm telling you, say when you buy a home, you be a friend. Value. You value the home. It's you value the home, and the home is valued at $40,000. But enam obi fun so awa yentino. Obi kro no awo boy yentino. That home now is worth $140,000. Ubeto is a question.
Okay. It's a question. We are live on 93.3.
No, I'm asking.
It depends on the auxiliaries and then the value now will can and you may what anymore.
Let's not complicate this. Let's not complicate this. Let me try what say. I buy no nasi dine a value a dino at 40,000.
Okay. But we see we and according 100,000.
Oh, see we a dino according 140,000. Is what value there? One year kind of value anything we see dino.
Yeah.
But and I'm say sika the amount dino work course when you say what or dino was sign the design and structure. It's because the number of homes are as and kosi send your benya value for the construction project. No, when to me and see it to get that 200 million money. No. Just what Tom died back could be over 140,000.
I see. That is where Daniel border cost.
Yes. Precisely. And then a bone value won't talk. Is the point I'm making to you. Now, you talk about Commander Sugar Factory. Mr. Speaker, Ben, a simple question. I want him to answer a simple question. Under John Mahama, President, His Excellency, and Professor Atamils, Mr. Speaker, you abandon project be Ghana. Did that government abandon any project in this government? In their government? It is out of no common sense, Anna. Satan, not President Mahama, need common sense. You can talk about the fact, say, and who he has abandon project. But if you link common sense to abandon projects, I mean, Busa say, not President Mahama, and the President Mills, no, we need common sense. And Koforidia see, I mean, no, Kase. So, fuck Koforidia towards Suhumua, Ube who says, State Housing, Adaye Guha, Abaywe, abandon NDC, abandon. Lastly, Commander Sugar Factory. Lastly,
the time last, my beauty,
picture being to a Uniso Mame.
Kessben 92.
Commander Sugar Factory. And then Commander Sugar Factory is up and running. And within a few days, Commander Sugar Factory will be. And then you're talking about policy rate. Policy rate is often increased as a measure to fight inflation.
US, as I'm speaking to you, has increased policy rate 2 times this year to fight inflation. Mr. Speaker, here, who be a when you are kwanye to coin. Now, o make the most unfair comparison ever. To compare such a junk economy like the Akufo de Mine Koi to Biden-led economy. Say ni panon pay money. Okay, you see, US are teacher pants and credit card does be mono, and you're Ghana young colonel. COVID by they were giving freebies to people. Krum Hadian ye Northern Regional Vice Chairperson. Now much chase Kanma Petima. The audio is out for everybody to hear. And Timonia mine a mo boo, a tikana fa ban a mo running. So tell me here, I said the research I hear expanded from 1966 to 2022. And I gave
abandoned project.
Yes, I didn't say, and I gave you yours. I'm a person who mo dear. Okay, so you are this is not a teacher and student affair. Oh, Kasami. You see, when I come to shows, when my guest is talking, I keep quiet for him to make his point. Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Say o say Mahama wadi sika was squander sika wawie sika. Na say wa ba mu for 6 years in here. Na wontimi nche Mahama nche ni Mr. Demo you highly incompetent. If there is any word beyond and after incompetence, me de bema mo. Wa ba mu.
But the issues are in court.
Tie. They an issue. They are just buying time. They are buying time. You see, Ghana for sebi yenyime yo. Ghana for nyankwasiafo. And now the cartel say Commander Sugar Factory. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. Mahama na mo say wa born o ma Commander Sugar Factory. Mahama na wo say wa born o ma Cocoa Road. Mahama na Kofi say wa born na wo two Kalak na wo de nam na. Wo the first cycle interchange. 2 overpass done. Mahama na wo say wa born procreation interchange on the green ho. Mahama na wo say wa born Kejetia complex market. Mahama na de mamo. Mahama na wo say wa born University of Ghana Medical Hospital yare ba ya wa mo manka mu begu. Mahama na wo say wa born Bank of Ghana Hospital de mamo. Mahama na wo say wa born ko we mu under him. Na policy rate saying exchange rate either saying inflation either saying but for saying na mo create. And then the Ghana for can you slogan na mo you know. You people are good at sloganeerism. But Ghana you know now from na boso can you know fan near man. Onu say ne Sydney is all time wealth since 20 years now. And now you can say you should be ashamed. So we are Ghana ni na ukra Ghana city na. Obi ahu a wodwane. You should be ashamed. Mahama na wo say wa born or my economy na the rating ye B. Mo amosi mo ma B am the super competent no. Mo economy no e junk. The more person who the person Kofi and then a pound for whom say a Kufuado wa bon, but Umiadia wa bon.
Be easy for
so kind of digitalization. Mr. Speaker, your power Kofi 2 can and I mean you watch it. Young Quack crowd the guitar center. Nayan Kotuayada. Mr. Speaker, Mammy Mama Lucy, no, you have been unfair.
Thank you. I come in 1 minute. Mama made me birthday wishes in the Nayanko. Happy birthday to you, Dr. Smart Sapon, Kumasi Technical University. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. From the Kessben Maakye crew, we wish you a very big happy birthday. My main wish Maya of a year Starlight, a very big happy birthday. Raymond of Kessben Technical Team say and wish you a very big happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Adafe lawyer Helen Amponsa Asare, you are celebrating your birthday today. From the crew, we wish you a very big happy birthday. God bless you, grant you wisdom and abundance of grace.